It's lovely to be here with Uli Kramer from Pilot at the beautiful hotel in Havana, Cuba, for the Global Conference of Local Planet. Have you enjoyed your time here so far?
Absolutely. It's always great to meet all these colleagues from all around the globe.
And what have been your highlights so far?
The highlight to me is to meet people with the same background as we have it, because as an independent you usually are independent, and now you can meet on the Local Planet platform, you can meet people who have the same background, the same history and the same questions they ask, which is really interesting.
And for you, what's the importance of being independent?
I think it's a perfect competitive edge. If you look at the media agency landscape, you only have these few big networks, and when we founded the agency, everybody said, well, there will only be 4 or 5 networks globally and there's no need for an independent, and we all proved them wrong. So I think that's the perfect competitive edge for the future.
What made you join Local Planet?
It was several aspects. One very important aspect was that we have lost business in the past because we had very satisfied, happy local clients, and they were forced to pitch internationally, and we could not even participate in the pitch, which was pretty disappointing. And on the other hand, I think there's a real chance to generate new business by taking the advantages of independent agencies on a bigger platform.
Our audience are always very interested in what sets different markets apart. So what do you think puts Germany apart from perhaps the other markets that you've been chatting to over the past few days? You know, what areas are you most focused on?
Yeah, it's mainly market size that sets us apart, but the funny thing is even the more developed or the less developed markets, they become more equal now, because we have a global world, and I just have visited India for 1 week, and I traveled around there, and I thought maybe we could implement some of the knowledge that we have gained in the developed markets and to benefit from this in India, which was definitely not the case, because they just bypassed all the developments of the last 15 years, and they will be mobile champions within a few months' time.
Jumped straight in at the deep end there, haven't they? So tell me, how do you think you add competitive value for clients?
I think as independents we are forced to win every client. So we never got a phone call from the headquarters in New York saying, well, congratulations, you will handle client X and Y and Z in Germany. But we really had to fight for every client. And this strengthens your muscles. And I think this is a big advantage that we all have as independents.
And how do you think the clients benefit from the local up approach that you guys have?
If you look at the various media markets, they are all local, and the French media market is completely different compared to the German market, compared to the Spanish market, to the US market. So it makes perfect sense to think local up, and no network really follows that strategy. They do top down.
They do now. So if you are meeting back in a year's time with the people from Local Planet, how do you think things will have changed in a year?
I think we will have a much higher level of common experience and common know-how, because we now just started to share know-how among the markets. And I hope that we will have a big problem how to handle all the new business that we have gained.
Brilliant. Well, thank you very much, and I hope you enjoy Havana.
Thank you.